Okay, let's go.
What process? The United Nations.
The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to grieve? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the corrupt. I said no one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go corrupt.
go along. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Boy, don't pray for a long fellow, he can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know, it way to capsize. Sweet, sweet, kiss our liver, not for go along. He won't be can eat it, or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver, kiss our liver, oh, sweet kiss our liver, not for go along. You take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from Mary today, oh, mother will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, fine, go by your fine, when in your favor. Well, people do to you, you go to cry. Had enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. Our time is a lesson, yeah, rather this I had.
Welcome to Spoon TV Live.
Thank you very much.
Tell us your name.
My name is Mohammed Bashir Soli.
Okay. Mohammed, tell us, why are you guys here this morning?
We are doing this champion like Legis. Legis are doing everything to omit our name for the process.
Okay.
Legis said the criteria that qualify you was to apply, which we did, we all. After applying, the next thing was we sat for the attitude test,
Okay.
and we were qualified, and then they trained us. After training us, and we understood that the legislatures has extended the time,
Okay.
only waiting to see how best we can complete our training. To our greater base, yesterday, Legis came up with a listing, which they omitted every one of us name. We have about 256 persons that sat for this training.
Okay.
And every one of us name was omitted for it.
For Montserrat County?
No, for our center.
Oh, for the
Baptist
center.
Church.
Okay. All right. So, what was the requirement, after the training? Was there any criteria like maybe after the training you take tests, and those who will pass the test, they are the ones who will be considered or shortlisted to be enumerated? Was there any requirement or criteria like that?
The only requirement was there to train supervisor. Right? If you go into the manual, it will tell you directly what all required, and we all went through the processes, and we completed the process, and only to know that they went and took their own people's name and placed it there. One person that did that is the Deputy Director General for Administration, Mr. Lawrence, who's here. George. Because he came here, he insulted our parents. He insulted our parents publicly, and we decided to react to that issue because we wanted to be civil and honor goals, our training, and be part of history making.
So some of the names that you guys are seeing on the final listing, are those names that participated with you guys during the training?
Especially our training center.
Let me just make something clear, Bama. Let me just come in. Thank you very much for the school family. We are being civil because we respect the rules of law. If we are not civil this morning, there will be no car flying in the street this morning. Because what Raymond Smith, the acting director general, alleged and his official did to the Liberian people, the young people, it is very much disheartening, and we are saying this for the president. We're not even talking about any minister, for the president to intervene. From now to 2 o'clock, if we can address the issue for birthday, we take a specified action that would make Moreover to go ungovernable. Let me tell you what went on. When Legends came out with a whole census thing, they said that we should take an aptitude test, which of course everybody here sat for the test. And at our center, there were 198 persons that passed the test. They put their name on the board, but because of their own delinquency, their own mismanagement alleges, the center at SKD and one sentence file, they never administer tests there. They told the people to join us here. When a group key they joined us, our number went to 256. The 256, they had 2 centers. 2 centers, Center 1 and Center 2. We went through the training, or intensive 5 days training. And we sat in the morning from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock without getting on water.
Absolutely no food.
We went through the test, and the facilitator told us that right after the test, right after the training, we're going to get our workshop fee, our setting fee. FN by the acting director general going, okay, FN, telling the Liberian people that they apportion $5 a day for each numerator for setting fee. And right after the test, we were going to pay that money. Up to now, we have not received a dime. These people you are seeing us, they are from far out. While they did, the first name they brought up, if you apply to take a test in Josephville, they will put your need to 175 or 5 birthday. Tell me, my brother, paying your way from Josephville to come here for good 7 days without feeding you. We went through that stress, we took the test, and the only thing we were waiting for them to train the supervisor today. Waiting for Census now for the numerators to start their work on the 7th of November. To our utmost surprise, we have evidence. There are people in the face there. There was a girl that confided in me just that morning. I told her, I said, but we came for training here. I never saw you around here. Everybody that came for the training, I'm familiar with them. What are you doing here? She said, oh, Women Smith told me I should come to 5 birthdays. Because the women need will come up. So it's a calculated thing.
Have you people been able to engage with the Legislative Authority, the Women Smith that you're talking about? Have you engaged with him? And what has he said?
We don't have chat with any Women Smith. Those that we have dealing with is the facilitator. After this morning, they have not appeared to the center. And we are waiting here. I'm telling you.
So, please, can I come in, please? What information were you given before you came here this morning? Were you called to come here this morning?
The information we got was on the first we're going to do a competency test.
Okay.
To refresh you before the process starts. But when we came here, if I said from day before yesterday, when we start looking on Legend website, ask everybody here, 256. You can't find one person that is needy for the center. How could that be possible? How could that be possible? Legend issue all the time. If you're not legend, if you're not legend, you will not have the problem. Everybody here have the problem.
Okay, please, there is a supervisor for this particular center here. I know. Have you been able to speak to the supervisor? If you have, what is he telling you?
As we speak, we can get hold of him, and from my understanding, the supervisor, they are also on strike because they promised to pay them the facilitator. They have not paid them up to now. So it's not our business. They are legend staff, but we that were contracted by legends. If you want for us to work with you again, it's an agreement. If we will break the contract, pay our setting fee.
So you said contract. Did you sign contract with legends?
I signed the contract today.
But you said then you did not sign it.
The manual tell you, if you read through the manual, once you have the manual and go through the if you sign it, that means you are being selected by legends to work. Antifa, women smell okay and argue this.
Well, folks, welcome to Spoon TV.
No sufficient. The process is bogus. The process is bogus. Sufficient training. This is asking for the Constitution of Liberia. Yo.
It's a gross violation of chapter 5. That is now supposed to say yo. The rest should be true or come to them. They say yo.
No sufficient training was done for enumerators. No sufficient training was done for all of the employees and people who desire to work in the census process. No sufficient training was done for them. These guys were not trained. The days that was first stipulated for the training exercise was reduced because the money that was intended for the exercise of this process was looted, was bastardized, was burglarized, and vitiated. This was vitiated, and this is why the Student Unification Party had detected the devilish intent of the regime. The intention of the regime is to exercise and continue this bogus process to quote-unquote say that census was conducted as a way to manufacture number in the 2023 elections. You get numbers are manufactured, the 2023 election is going to be rigged, the 2023 election is going to be marked by fraudulence. And this is why the Student Unification Party has discovered and has come to inform the Liberian people. And I tell for you to succumb to this exercise of a book of census is to create room and to incubate a possibility for a very corrupt, for a very fraudulent election in 2023. This is why, because the government is very determined to rig the 2023 election, this is why the LSCC has implicated Womo Smith. The LSCC has implicated Dominic P. The LSCC has implicated Francis Ware. This is why President Weah has refused to muster the political willpower and political courage to prosecute and deal with this element that was implicated by an anti-graft institution that was clearly established to battle and fight against corruption.
His presidency of Liberia escaped the nation since the first president to be candidate of left the country since the this justify how bogus the project is.
They have utilized the census money as a birthday money. They have utilized the census money for pigeon trade, for partying, and other exercises that bring them pleasure. Give the Constitution this pleasure. So the entire census money has been utilized for Tea Party. We want to inform the Liberian people. This is why one of the bad boys of Minister Tue in one Alusha Harbor was sent to dish out 160,000 to support, to monetize and sponsor the extravagant lifestyle of Minister Tue. Alusha Harbor does not work for legends. The only justification that Minister Tue could provide to that effect was to say that Alusha Harbor, a grossly incompetent, a grossly unprepared elements providing consultancy for legends. What popularity does Alusha Harbor have to carry media publicity for legends? An institution that operates a media platform, an institution that operates a media team. What media consultancy does legends need to give Alusha Harbor 160,000? I want to say to you, that money was not intended for media consultancy. That money was intended for the extravagant lifestyle of Minister Tue. This is why Minister Tue, as the head of the board of directors of legends, Minister Tue, as the head of the board of directors of legends, has refused to muster the courage to respect the LSCC report. Because he understands very well that his hands are in the public jar.
His marriage fraud, irregularities. Zayo. I will see George man, we are in Paris, France. Zayo.
The hands of Minister Tue is in the cookies jar. This is why Minister Tue has refused
to muster the courage to lead the battle against to lead the battle to ensure that legislators deodorize senators against corruption. And this is the struggle of the Student Unification Party. The struggle is to protect Article 39 of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. The struggle is to ensure that 2023 election is protected, secure, and void of fraudulence and malpractice. The struggle is to ensure that Woman Smith is prosecuted in line with the criminal laws of the Republic of Liberia. The struggle is to ensure that Dominic pay for the money that he stole from the census covers of the Republic of Liberia. The struggle is to ensure that Francis Rea is prosecuted and dealt with to the court. The struggle is to ensure that Minister Tue account for the census money, that Minister Tue give proper account to the 160,000 that was given to him through
Reactionary
tendency.
Reactionary tendency. Political gerrymandering. Criminal Smith. Criminal Smith.
This struggle is to ensure that property, decency, and docility is given to the census process, that the Liberian masses, the political and democratic dignity of the Liberian masses are secure and protected.
We are in France, it's not easy. We must make it not easy. To Ghana, it's not easy. For I, not
criminals are presiding on the census. These guys has got no interest in the Liberian masses. As I'm speaking to you now, Woman Smith is out of the country. He has fled the country because he understands very well that there is no money for the conduct of the national census. As I'm speaking to you now, the President of the Republic of Liberia is having fun time in Qatar. The President has got no interest in the census exercise because he understands very well that they have calculated and designed a plot to manufacture numbers in 2023 election. An attempt for any Liberian to participate in this process. An attempt for any Liberian to participate in this process is to incubate the possibility of electoral fraudulence in 2023. The Liberian masses converge today and want to announce to the Liberian people that the partisan police of Mr. Weah has brutalized the student masses of the university. They have brutalized peaceful citizens. Thousands of citizens converge today on Capitol Hill to protest and demonstrate a resilient character to reject this monetized, this kangaroo census that is only intended to incubate the possibility of electoral fraudulence. The police that's supposed to protect lives and property did not come to protect lives and property. They came, they invaded the university campus. In fact, they have stolen the university chairs. As I'm speaking to you now, the chairs of the university are under the custody of the police. These materials belong to the university. We came here today in patriotic demonstration to the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, in patriotic regard to the democratic tenets and values of the democratic dignity of this republic. Only for us to come, the partisan police under the instruction of Patriot Sulu, they invaded the students, they brutalized the students, wounded several students. In 2023, their intention, mission, and strategy is to manufacture number. And criminally create the election at the advantage of Mr. Weah, the disadvantage
people will see
of
your
the
call
masses of
as
the
being
Liberia.
belated. The process has started today.
It has not started. The Vanguard Party alarmed this ever since. The Vanguard Party is the first institution, in fact, to alarm the corruption in the exercise of the census. The Vanguard Party is the first institution to inform the Liberian people that Woman Smith and Francis Rea dominate pay. These are corrupt elements that must be prosecuted and dealt with in line with the criminal laws of the Republic of Liberia. The Vanguard Party, in fact, Woman Smith, as the veteran soup, was expelled
from the veteran community of the Student Unification Party. This is the height of the commitment of the Student Unification Party to fight against the criminality, the gangsterism, and the looting of the CDC regime. It is clear. It is clear. You listen to Minister Toure on School FM a few days ago. Minister Toure could not defend how the money was used. Minister Toure has one element, one bag boy in his office called Alosha Toure. Alosha Toure was given 160,000 for quote-unquote Facebook publicity. And the most disappointing part is, Legends as an institution operates a media team. Legends as an institution operates an official Facebook page. And if you follow the page of Alosha Toure, he has not posted for Legend issues more than 3 times. Sorry, Alosha Howard. He has not posted anything regarding the interest, regarding Census more than 3 times. How come Alosha Toure deserve 160,000 for quote-unquote consultancy? What extra media knowledge does he have that Legends need to consult him to conduct Legends publicity? We are saying this to inform the Liberian people that they have no money for the conduct of the Census. They are bastardized out the Census. They are manufactured institutions that does not exist and depleted the covers of the Census. As I'm speaking to you now, there is no money. Wilmot Smith is not in the country. He has escaped and fled the country to Ghana. As I'm speaking to you, the President of the Republic of Liberia, who does not care about the Republic, who does not care about the welfare of the Liberian people, has also abandoned the conduct of the Census. He is in Qatar attending to work-up activities.
Legends are not the one that handling the money aspect of this entire process.
A president that does not protect the Constitution does not deserve the protection of the Liberian masses. We will make this process, we will make the state ungovernable for Mr. Weah. We repeat this. The Student Unification Party, insofar Mr. Weah cannot protect the Constitution, he does not deserve regard, he does not deserve respect. The Student Unification Party will make the state ungovernable for Mr. Weah. It is clear they have violated Article 39 of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. They have depleted the covers of the Census, and a president that violated the Constitution whom they deserve to be dealt with.
So I'm Jackson Jordan, I report for Africa 24 Online TV. I want to know what's your major disenchantment today that you guys have come out here?
Our major disenchantment is Article 39 of the Constitution was disrespected, disregarded, and violated. Our major disappointment is that they have stolen from the covers of, they are stolen from the covers of the Census, and today there is no Census. And if Census is not conducted, it means that the regime has a determination to manufacture a number in 2023. The Census is very vital, cardinal, and sine qua non.
So what change are you yearning for?
And for a hygienic electoral process in 2023. The change we are yearning for is Wilmot Smith should be prosecuted. Dominic Perry should be dealt with in line with the criminal laws of the Republic. Samuel Toure should be prosecuted. He has criminalized the monies of the Liberian people, money intended for the conduct of the Census. He has bastardized it, and that has led to the violation of Article 39 of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia.
The Liberian National Police has disbursed your roadblock. What does it entail for? Are you going to continue this roadblock process?
This is a continuous and persistent process.
But you are ran out of the Liberian National Police.
Did not want to do that. The National Police invaded the campus and beat on our students here. You must also report our fellow comrades. The National Police beat on students of the University of Liberia, militants and stars of the Student Unification Party. They are doing that under the instruction of Patriot Suru, who are transformed and transmogrified the police into a partisan police. The people are here in line with their constitutional values. These elements, they have brutalized students. The health sector is in crisis. The masses of the people are dying for curable diseases. 5 years along the line, they are reducing the budget of the health sector. In this year's budgetary appropriation, the health sector has received reduction of budgetary appropriation. The masses of the people are neglected and abandoned. 5 years along the line, the education sector is in status. 5 years along the line,
the University of Liberia is in feculence. 5 years along the line, Federal Liberia. 5 years along the line, the 19,736 employees of the education sector of the Republic are subjected to 92 million, while the fund administrator of 920 staffers have experienced astronomical budgetary increment from 60 million to 152 million.
Yo! 5 years government has failed us. Yo! Yo! Say enough is enough. Yo! Man down!
5 years along the line, more than 16,000 students at the University of Liberia, 1,759 employees at the University of Liberia continue to be subjected to 17 million, while the President of the Republic of Liberia, a single individual budget is increasing from 2 million to 5 million. 5 years along the line, there is nothing called happiness in the Republic of Liberia.
Of the state. Yo!
5 years along the line, the legacy is corruption. If it is not 16 billion, it is 25 million. If it is not 25 million, it's the abuse of the 24.8 million intended for the national road fund. And we are disappointed in the national legislature that they can come here and conspire against the Liberian people to backdate an agreement, while the element Minister Tue was caught in the GSC report, but the elements here do not have the balls to bring that monster criminal to tax and subject him beyond the rusty bar. So 5 years along the line, we have come to inform the Liberian people, we have come to inform the national legislature that on July 26th, the Student Unification Party will boycott the July 26th and organize the masses of the Liberian people in the street to protest in demand of structural repair in their conditions and in demand of fixing the country, because the country is not at the service of the Liberian people. In this life, fellow Liberians and fellow students, we will turn over to the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party. We will present the Chairman of the Student Unification Party. To present the petition of the Student Unification Party. We will legitimize the position of the Student Unification Party. Because we are about to take the masses of the people.
Viva! Social justice, academic freedom, viva! Where do? Comrades and friends, fellow Liberians, members of the Liberian Senate, fellow press men and women, from the inner sanctum of the Student Unification Party, we convey to you our fraternal greetings. And today we've come not just to demonstrate our dismay, not just to demonstrate our disappointment in the way the affairs of the Liberian society have been run for the last 5 years under the weird stewardship, but we've come to say to the legislature as well that giving responsibility by the mass of the Liberian people to come here and to represent them means that you have to work in the best interest of the people by performing laws and policies that will improve their well-being or their welfare. But the last 5 years have been different. So a few days ago, by member of the 31st Central Committee and Politburo of the Student Unification Party, the chairman of the Student Unification Party gave a position statement on the issue of independence celebration this year. And we are very emphatic and unequivocal. There is nothing worth celebration or nothing worth to be celebrated this year independence. And there's not just the first time of the Student Unification Party for those of you who want to ask. 2018, we boycotted independence celebration because the president refused to declare his asset. And here we are again, 5 years down the line, the hallmark of governance in the society is corruption. Mendacity and plundering of the state resources at the disadvantage of the mass of the Liberian people who suffer the heft of poverty in this country. So it is against the backdrop that we've come here today to decisively address the issue of corruption precisely at Legix. A few weeks ago, the AICC submitted a final report of the investigation of corruption sagas at Legix, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Sewer, and the list go on. But it was amazing to note that since then, the president of this country was heard on a local radio decisively defending corruption. And the Minister of Justice or the Ministry of Justice has done nothing to prosecute those who are being indicted by the AICC. So today we've come as part of our campaign launch a few days ago to face this country. Facing this country is facing a legislature that will do the business of the Liberian people. Facing this country means you have to deal decisively with the issue of corruption and bad governance. Well, 5 years down the line, State Department report on this country has been very wrong and it has been tragic. The issue of human rights, corruption, rule of law, everything, Liberia is lagging behind. Liberia is lagging behind. So as an institution bestowed with the spirit to struggle for the dignity of our people by our history, we are here today to give a position statement on the corruption saga at Legix. Professor Francis Ray is Lieutenant General or Director General in Wilmer Smith and that of Lawrence Josh. They were caught in a cobweb of corruption and nothing is being done. So we've come to implore the Liberian Senate that you have to pressure the Ministry of Justice to ensure that these people account for everything they've done against the interests of the society. So at this point, before we usher in the chairman, you must understand that on the 26th, we are clear with this message that we'll boycott independence and we'll be having a mass protest rally. We've talked to the security apparatus precisely the Ministry of Justice and showing us security. They are yet to say anything. It is our constitutional right inscribed in Article 1, Article 15, and Article 17 of the Constitution of this society. And as part of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, we've got right to assembly, expression, and freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, comics. So today we've come here to let you know that on the 26th, peacefully, the Student Unification Party, under the able leadership of Chairman Mustafa Kane, will commandeer the people of Liberia into action. Oh yes, this regime promised that they will have brought people to justice. Implementation of the TRC report. 5 years down the line, they are supporting those who committed heinous atrocity against the mass of the Liberian people. Those who plunder the state resources, those who kill our people in the society must not be seen as people who can commit wrong against our people and can go scot-free. So this government needs to implement the issue of World Economic Crimes Court in the society. So at this point, we just wanted you to know.
Well, yeah, can you tell Liberia whether you received this email? I'm going to read it to you. September 29, 2022.
Who sent me the email?
Hold on, sir. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on. Let's take it easy. We need to be true for the Liberians tonight. I'll read it to you. September 29, 2022, 2:25 a.m. on a Thursday. Samuel Detour Jr. I'm not going to read the rest of it because that's your important information. I extend compliment and right to convey heartfelt gratitude. I'm about to send it to you. I don't want to read the entire thing. This email telling you.
Just read the relevant part. Read something relevant about it.
Yeah.
I have not seen what you just put up.
Brother,
I have not seen that. So just read it for the public.
Brother.
I don't know about that document you put up. I've not seen it. But read it for the public. Let's read it. You can't put something up and not read it for the public.
Hold on, Senator, chill. You are saying you have not seen this email. But you are saying
it says I have not seen it. Read it for the public.
So it was sent to your junk mail.
I don't listen. You know how many mails come to me that I don't even open? Do you know how many emails come to?
Okay.
I can open my email.
I'm going to bring. All right, this is what I'm going to do to you. Senator, I'm going to do something. Mariah, Dr. Peabody, welcome to the show. I won't bring Mariah in, and give me that 1 minute. I will show that you, Senator, received this email. Mariah, come in.
You're wasting.
I think the question we need to.
Time.
No, you're wasting.
No, we're not.
What is confusing?
Read that piece of information. Read the info. It's important. I don't know. Read it.
Wait more. You still waiting for? Ben asked you. You said you're waiting for the investigation report. I asked you what investigation. You said LSCC. It is well documented that LSCC has already released the report. You say you're not aware of LSCC report they're waiting for. So how are you waiting for report from investigation that you claim is ongoing when that investigation is already done?
I told LSCC, listen, I just told you I called the Minister of Justice.
Okay, so forget Minister of Justice, forget all the
report we were told to
wait now. Did you find out from LSCC? You say the old LSCC director. I know he's probably still acting because you haven't appointed a new one yet. But have you contacted LSCC itself? Because it's reported in the media that LSCC did the report. In fact, the president was reported in the media that we have to take. The president was, you take note of it. When there's information in the media, you take note. So you can contact LSCC and find out there's information in the media that you finished the report on legislation. Are you guys done? Have you contacted LSCC to find out if they're done with the report as reported in the media? In fact, the president was asked about it on Freedom before, and not just the legislation one, the water and sewer as well, the reports, and the president did mention that at the time it had not come to his desk. So there is information that these reports are out. Have you contacted LSCC on the legislation report if you're still waiting for the investigation?
Okay, let me make this very clear now, so you understand this.
Now, for the
board convenes.
Yeah, I understand it already.
I didn't. Many Liberian people understanding, but you still not understanding. The board convened at Lesgis, and I named some of the members who were at that meeting. We asked Lesgis, where is the report? We want to see the other report. You must have been served this investigation report. The Lesgis management said, we do not have the report. We have not been served the report. We believe the report is resident with the Ministry of Justice. And then we called the Ministry of Justice. That's it. So the board then said, look, we have to see this report. It is unfair to take any action on anybody as a board without consideration. And I have named the persons who were at that meeting.
How
European Union ambassador. This was, I think it's 3 months ago, something 4 months. I don't want to see. I don't want to. But it's been a while. So, but what is important? What is important is that Spoon can verify.
Is this a priority for
I'm giving you Minister of Agriculture.
Well, that's okay, Minister Twe.
All right, lay your last question. I got to go to Peabody. We got to move on.
But the point is, you have 3 to 4 months.
The line of questioning is trying to impugn my. No, the line of questioning. Hold on.
My friend and brother, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah, Abi. Life is good. Life is good. I'm grateful to my God.
I mean,
So,
yeah. I mean, you want to talk about anything first before we get dive into the issues?
of course, I would like to tell something about my agency for the most part because the Liberian issue not going to end just now. Maybe the next generation probably will not be around when we achieve it. The same thing Martin Luther King advocated, and they did not even see the change. They got assassinated. Hopefully, we will not be assassinated, but maybe our God will take over, and then before Liberia will achieve it. So we'll be on the small, but we're not going to give up. We'll be on the small equally. So we got to get ourselves going on the other side. So, Liberian people, we're back to you guys. So we are came about them. Yeah, we can't get tired. We early people, we can't get tired. We'll be on it in small. The day we don't feel good to be on, we are sorry. Forgive us, yeah? We changed the time. I know you're getting adjusted. We too actually getting adjusted again. But that is what it is. So Kangoma Multi-Service Consulting, Immigration and Financial Services, don't forget about us, okay? We are waiting for you to deal with us so we can deal with you. That way we all get better one way or the other. We call it, both people call it win-win approach. Okay, so if you want to process your U.S. citizenship, you want to file for your adult children, your minor children, your husband, your wife if you are married, your brothers and sisters if you are U.S. citizen, including your parents, we are here. If you want to process your initial green card or maybe you want to replace it due to loss, maybe renewal, adjustment or starter, you came here, you found somebody that love you or somebody came that love you, whatever that is, you want to adjust starter, living from work permit to regular green card, living from visiting visa to regular green card, living from fiancé visa to regular green card, and then moving up the ladder. If you want to file fiancé visa, boyfriend, girlfriend story, what you're supposed to do, where to start, where to end it, we are here to help you with that too. Affidavit of support, you want to process the financial document for your loved one that won't DV or maybe you file for somebody, not us, maybe we didn't do it for you. Because if we start, we can get it from the start to the end. That's how we do our thing. Even though you're not supposed to keep it with us, you can actually take it if you want. If you want a visiting visa information and life insurance and as well as student loan repayment documentation, call on us. Our number side 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012. Our website address is www.kangomaconsulting.com, www.kangomaconsulting.com. I actually printed the number on there. You can get it from there too. The other number is 701-330-4693, 701-330-4693. That is that. And AB, I just want to make small comment on the DV issue. I don't know how many people you process, but you can call that. I don't have that information. Our audience, we are sorry, but we'll call it individually. Probably he will call you. I'm about to call my own. Under our own social corporate responsibility as an agency, Kangoma Multi-Service Consulting, we told you we're going to help you. So we did. And not just on behalf of our agency, but also on behalf of our Abraka Talk Show platform. We send it to you on this platform, and you reach out to us by inboxing us with your information, your photograph. I know some of the pictures were not that okay, but we made it through. So we all wish you good luck. DV 2024, we wish you good luck. Hopefully you can win. If you win, let us know. You don't want to let us know, no problem. We are fine. We did it out of our own goodwills without asking for anything. And just so you know, for privacy reason, you're not going to say it anyway, but these are some of the results. I actually got it here. I compile everything. So everybody got their confirmation page through the medium that they used to get to me. And we send everything back to them. Everything we got from you, we deleted it from our system. So next year, don't say, oh, I sent it to you last year. No, don't do that. Hopefully, you will win a kind of America and join us, and we will be super happy that we play your DV and you won and you are there. So that maybe that way your mind change will come faster. So far, so good, AB. That is that. That's my little commercial. And don't forget about Eric Johnson. Some people are still calling, asking me how he doing. He's doing okay, but not super okay. So you got to say help. All right, AB, back to you. Maybe you want to say one or two things similar to what I said. Not commercial because you don't have no agency over there. So messing with you.
Yeah, for me, the DV process, I was able to process approximately 50 people.
Whoa.
I was able to process 50 people, and those people received their confirmations. Although I have the confirmation here with me, I will keep the confirmations until the result come out, and then I'll be able to check the result and be able to inform you about your daily way to go. With that being said, yeah, so far so good. That's it. I mean, for those of you who play, I wish you good luck, and I wish you the best of luck. Yeah, Francis.
Yeah. Now we go to Jawia country, right? The Banana Republic.
I tell you, that place is not. It's a place. Liberia is a place. It's not a country.
Somebody called me and said, your body is right though. Liberia is not a country right now. That place is a place. Yeah, AB, I'm a motivated character. We all got some form of emotions, and sometimes we tend to kind of quit, maybe give up. But for me, I might be sometimes tense, but it's difficult for me to give up on life. And I'm not even giving up on Liberia too, because of the kind of character I am. Liberia will be okay. Liberia will just be okay. And the reason I talk the way I talk is because I know better. I know my country better than George will. And jointly and individually, we have gone through some tough situations and we survived it. And Liberia have gone through that too. And the state still surviving as an independent state in Africa, oldest for the most part. But tonight is kind of a special edition of What's on Your Mind. And the reason we call it special is because we got tons of issues. I'm not too sure we are able to discuss them all, but we really want our callers tonight to join us to discuss this issue. This is the only way we can get out of it one way or the other. I listed like 3 for the most part with babies, and I'm going to talk about them as we go forward. But just so you know, our followers, those of you that take your visit time to listen to us, we have changed our time again from 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Liberian Time, to the time you're listening to us now. 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. How do I call it? Eastern Time. And AB, I will think is 4 a.m. Liberian Time, right?
Yes.
So that is the new time we have right now due to work schedule. That's all that is about. So this is a voluntary advocacy. We don't solicit anything from anybody. If you feel for all we call upon it, maybe you want to give it, you give it. But we do this at our own volition. All of the computer system we're using, we get it for ourselves, everything. Besides the software subscription that we call on you every end of the year, April, precisely, you chip in. Besides that, everything we do here, our time, our energy, the equipment, everything comes from us. So whenever anything will disturb our job schedule, then of course we got to come back to you and say, hey, you know what? We're sorry, we got to go back to this. All right, so AB, today, my number one thing is the so-called declaration by President Weah. You see, Liberian people in our majority who made a mistake. I will always borrow Old Man Joseph Walker voice, okay? We took mere job, mere work, like bring people, the work that men can do. We'll give it to Peking, we'll give it to small boy. This is what this is. President we are, and tonight I'm going to try to be a little bit moderate, though, but I'm going to be a little tough along the way. President we are is the president of Liberia. No argument about that. There is no argument. He's the president.
Maybe the guy doesn't know.
However, I do not feel strongly that President Weah is actually aware of his portfolio as a president. As the first-class citizen of the Republic of Liberia, does President Weah really has any knowledge of any thematic area of our country? For example, the foundations of our country, the civic, elementary civic. A judge we already have understanding of elementary civics, which talk about the foundation of our country, starting with the legislative branch of government, the executive and the judiciary. Judge, we already know the functions of these three branches of government. I would say no, and that is the truth. I said 3, but I'm going to add one more there to make it 4. The power theft issue, I forgot about that. Power theft. My people, how can the president always leave the country? He already outside the territorial confinement of our country. And media popular because of today's technology, social media technology, internet war. Before we get to know our president is out. Before the president even tried to force some kind of kangaroo letter to send it to legislature. That is a clear indication that the president doesn't even know when to function, how to function, and where to function. Because he has no practical understanding of the presidency. He has no practical understanding of 3 branches with co-equal power and coordination. He has no understanding of that. He has no understanding of his TOR, term of reference. He has no understanding of anything. This is a man that we elected on the basis of football. We like him. He loves our country. We gave him man work and he's a Peking. That is the fundamental reasons why we continue to talk. In fact, the more we talk, the more he gave us reasons to talk. How can the president leave the country? November 1st, he already having jolly in different country before the media come up and before the president write to the legislature on the 5th, I think 5th or 6th of November. Letting them know that he leaving the country even though he was already out of the country. You see that? I thought we can arrive to the job or before. You know what? It's just hard to deal with. Census in the past, the president, let me speak to the issue of Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf. Those census that were conducted under Ellen, for the most part, every 10 years, she did one, according to media reports. The president will institute something we call Census Commission. Legis is already an agency, and that is not only legis responsibility. They carry on so many responsibilities in terms of statistics. Census Commission. To make sure Liberian people are aware of what is going on or what's supposed to be done even before the census. How can you have Wilmot Smith who has no understanding, no education, no nothing, no knowledge at all when it comes to statistics and demographics, and make hell of the census building, and make hell of legit our population house? So George will leave the country without letting us know that we don't deserve to know. He take 1.5 million naira to Qatar, Dubai, France, and Morocco on jolly trip with about 51 different individuals with him on a private jet. And he's there making mockery of Liberian people. Declare Friday census holiday. Whether government will lose revenue or not, they don't care. Did they carry on any sensitization? Did they carry on any Western inferior communities across the territorial confinement of our country? The answer is no. Because the leader is empty. They think nothing inside. Dillon said 2 megabytes. I think 2 megabytes is too much for George Weah. Probably half. George Solo said if you leave George Weah by himself for 1 minute or 10 minutes, he's done. Everything you taught him, you finish forgetting about it. Because this man believe in Jolly Jolly. That's all the man can do. We go low. Somebody who has the requisite credential based on what they just said. I'm not surveyed, I'm not background checked them. But I don't think people can rely on their professional stuff. Okay, that's one thing I know. The Deputy Director General for Statistics and Data. His name is Alex, right? He called on OKFN and said to us, the people, that the census not going to go on, even though Judge Weah declared holiday, and not going to work because we have nothing in place. No money to pay the people that they train, no nothing, and for sure we saw it today. Spoon Talk and other media, including OKFN, went from community to community. The people sitting at home waiting for the census people to come. They could not see anybody. I went on Facebook. I told our wife, those that follow us, y'all go look for them. Say they're not coming to your home, even though the Jowia say, man Pikin say, you must wait for him, or you must wait for them, for leaders to come, and they're not coming, you go look for them, so you can be content. Because this man is supposed to be content. This man is our leader. He allowed the country and declaring holiday for census. Does it make sense? No sense in that. This census will not be conducted. I don't think so. If it is for the sole purpose of election, let it go. Election Commission already started their work. That's my take on the census. And in addition to that, Wilma Smith is Samuel Pikin. Okay? That's Samuel Pikin. He got no understanding of anything that costs statistics. They pour him there so he can take our international community donors' money, plus the small money government put over there, and give it to Samuel to and Samuel to share with Joey. That's one. Number two. Number two on my agenda is the other Samuel Pikin. Can you imagine, my people? Which part of this world, beside Banana Republic, if you call it place, I would call it Banana Republic, Liberia, that somebody, according to Samuel on Spoon Talk, who is now employee of Ministry of Finance Eligibility Department, according to Samuel his other Pikin. This boy carried religious checkbook in his pocket. He wrote inside a check from religious account and withdrew $160,000 US from taxpayer money from religious account. And guess what? The very next Samuel were in studio, Spoon Talk studio or Spoon FM studio. That Pikin was with him there, with that big money in his pocket. I've seen looting, but they want a pass mark. This level of looting, this degree of looting, national resources by George Weah and his criminal cartel members, it is alarming. This is cruelty in the day. This level of corruption I not seen before. The point holiday. And Samuel said, oh, me, my Pikin render some services, media consultancy services for leaders. But hold on a minute, my people. Can somebody be working for Ministry of Finance, Eligibility Department, according to Samuel as already government employee, at the same time employed by or given contract to by leaders today in America? Then what is the PPCC law and code of conduct Now, we Liberian people, not only people in government with whole labor, especially when you are in a public space. What is it? Even if you conducted media consultancy on behalf of Legion, is it that you can write your own check? That's the question. Is it that you can write your own check to go to Legion's account at your commercial bank and get money from there? That's another question somebody need to answer for his picking. That is that. So, my number 3 is the so-called MCC school car celebration. My people, they want to follow my mouth, like Brand people say. How can you be happy for Sunday that you have failed 4 times out of 5 years? You fail 4 times every 2 years. Every year, you take that test and pass it. American people say through USAID, that is our goodwill to the people of Liberia because we've been friends for a long time. If you follow all these benchmarks, human rights, corruption minimization, all the nyama thing you talk about, fiscal management, how you manage your money, we will offer you 250 million. You fail 4 times, you pass 1, you celebrating. But even the one you pass, you don't even know whether it will be implemented because America has already come in and sanctioned 3 of your officials because of corruption, which is part of the scorecard. But you made small progress in the past, so you cross it. It's just like you fail. You went to school for 3 months, you fail. Then the teacher say, we'll give you makeup, but you got to study from A, B, C, and D. These are the areas you fail so that you can master them. So before the teacher get ready, you master all the areas you fail. You took note. So you pass. You pass the test. That's good news. But what is the trickle-down effect? So you pass the MCC now. The scorecard is not too bad. Maybe you got a C or you got a B. Whatever the passing mark is, you pass it. But hold a minute now. You owe civil servant for over 3-4 months, some of them, to a point where even the judiciary worker, the Supreme Court, the final arbiter of justice, the Supreme Court cannot get their pay. What is the trickle-down effect of your celebration of passing the scorecard? What is the trickle-down effect? All the good things Jowea people talking about, all the fine things that they're talking about. Jowea, the best president we ever produced in Liberia, we ever elected in Liberia. What is the trickle-down effect on the people every single day when civil servants cannot even take pay? There is no measurement in Liberia in terms of this government on the basis of employment. That the people are employed, that we got foreign direct investment in the country that employ the people. They are not even talking about unemployment. It's no goes on nothing. How can you take people out of poverty or reduce poverty? By inflating. All right? More poverty, more situation or issues that triple poverty. How can you take people out of poverty or reduce poverty? Let me use their word, reduce poverty or minimize poverty when you're cutting people's salary. How can you be doing well? You pass the MCC scorecard when Ministry of Information employees are protesting that you cut their salary and you're not even paying the one you cut. You cut it down as low as $45. The people are making $90. You go, you cut it down, you give it a $45. But they can't even get it at the end of the month. How can you be minimizing poverty when the people cannot even get rice imported to the country to pay for it, even though you gave rice importers $11 million every budgetary year? How can you be minimizing poverty when religious people that you train to conduct our census to go and count people when they can't even take their pay for training? How can you be minimizing corruption? You are minimizing poverty when the president is taking $1.5 million to go to Qatar to go watch his son play football in the World Cup and gone for 7 to 8 weeks. How can you be reducing or minimizing poverty when you get a private jet that costs $250,000 a day? And majorities of your hospitals are empty. They are just good-looking edifices. How can you do that? The last thing is the issue of power theft. I watched AB during the week under consideration. they appointed Mary Brewer as the new director for power theft.
Yeah.
It's a charade. You know why it's a charade? For example, if you went to Ghana, you went to Africa, not counting America, it's too big time. You don't need to commission any power theft director, any committee, nothing. All you need to do is to make the power, practically available. That's all you need to do. Make the power, make electricity available. How can LEC be working their own transformer, they overloaded a blow up, community people put money together, they give it to them, they can't even get their transformer. Mo Ali is my witness. Dallon is another witness. And majority of the Liberian people, they get meter. But AB, our in Liberia, they feed it. They get meter, they get correct coming, LEC coming. When it goes back, you got nobody to call. There is no customer service system. Nothing. Why can't you make this power available? We finished with the war 19 years ago, 2003 to today. So you want to tell me government of Liberia through LEC cannot provide electricity for Moravians? I'm even talking about the entire Mossorado County before we cover the entire country. It's a shame. This level of incompetency has become an insanity.
Okay.
And I think we need to deal with it come 2023. It'll be back to you.
You know, let me, for me, as I always said, George Managuia is a serious embarrassment. George Managuia is a serious embarrassment. This guy is a political joker. John Weir don't need to tell us. We already know the information already laying out on my desk. That George Managuia is having sex. He's having man-to-man sex. He is eating. How you call him? Josh Managuia is fucking that labor bot. That labor, Josh Managuia is fucking a bot. So at the end result, Josh Managuia cannot take actions. He cannot take action against legends. Josh Managuia cannot be able to take action against legends because one of his girlfriend is there. Josh Managuia girlfriend. Josh Managuia girlfriend is there. So at the end result, for him to take serious actions on women pay, it is difficult. But if I was in Liberia, when the census people come to my door, I will run behind them with cutlasses. Because the president who is to be an example, the president who is to be an example, who told you that people does not travel for them to go to watch football games? Who told you that? But some people travel to go there for 2 days, 3 days. The highest are 3 days. We have seen all of that. If I was in Liberia currently, I will not be counted. If they try, they come to my door, I will run behind them and call out, because the president who is the father of the nations, look at the amount of people that man, that joker carried behind him. Look at the amount of people. So the people will not be counted. The people will not be counted. He carried to about 30 men squad behind him, Letterian squad.
More than that, AB, according to media report, about 52 minors.
No, it is serious.
Mm-hmm.
It is serious. For Josh Manor, we are to be playing with our country. Have to say he is playing football. But that's the reason why the Liberian people, this is why sometimes I get annoyed. This is why sometimes I get annoyed. If you are a serious president for your country, if you are a serious president for your country, what will bring you fucking benefit between you and woman pay? For God ever sake, what will bring fucking benefit between you and woman pay?
Woman Smith.
Yeah, woman Smith. What will bring fucking benefit between you and woman Smith? What will bring it? But because the president and bought his sea calf into the pants, he want to look inside. But I don't blame him. I blame our Liberian people. I blame our Liberian people because we told the Liberian people, but they never listen. They say, you know, but you're not noble, we'll vote for you. We told the Liberian people, this guy was at the point of death. Josh Manor Williams was senator to the extent that guy was brought here for child support. The guy said that $1,000 he is making from child support. At that time, the guy was senator. At that time, this joker was senator. The guy was voted for as senator. The guy never had a car for him to be able to carry himself to work. He got a USD Eddie Melvin Snow car. That is the guy that the Liberian people voted for to become president. I feel sorry for you people. I feel sorry for you people. Jaha, you voted for him. That Jaha, you will vote against him. I know 2023. This guy is a serious joker. This guy is not a president for me. Josh Manor is not a president. Liberia is a place. Liberia is not a country. So we'll stop here to take some of your call. You can keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Or you can keep us informed on your WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. That is the number to call to be part of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Seriously? This joker, this idiot. He can't tell his security advisor at the time for them to come read the American people to come tell me this Abraham guy will need to come back here for investigation. That investigation didn't make my case low tech. A president writing me. President security advisor writing me. That's serious man in it. That's the one I saw. I told her, I said, no, this government, nothing should the Liberian people be expecting out of this government. The people cannot even tell us the proper agenda. The people cannot even tell us how many people they have employed. Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. Or you can keep us here on your WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. Yeah. A serious joker. Look, when this guy gave that speech, to say that inaugural speech, to say Liberian people will not be spectator into their own economies. Now, guess what the Liberian people are now? You got to tell me.
They're not even closer to being spectator any longer.
They're not even closer to the to around the fee. You tell me. I blame you. You're the one who voted for these idiots. I blame you guys. I blame y'all for putting us through the hardship. I blame you. Francis, back to you.
Yeah, it be like I was saying. Hopefully, our followers can call so that they can drop their own thinking, their own perspectives. But this is not a group of people, group of Liberians that we should actually rely on. They are a bunch of jokers and criminal-minded people.
Liberia is total mess, my brother.
It is not like, for example, sometimes people say, oh, it is all about incompetence. No, it is not about incompetence only. It is about inherent criminal behavior. The intention of majority of them, including George Weah, have never been good intention for the interest of the Liberian people. If sometimes people can have the issue of incompetency, but at least they can use their common sense to do some stuff really well, good, for people to say, yeah, at least they try to do this. But how can somebody come to power, somebody who worked for up to 84, Prince Johnson said 94 million, other seditions, including the former funding chairperson, Solo, 84 million. What he did with that money, what he didn't do with, we don't know.
Everything went through gamble.
But the good news about it is,
this guy can gamble more than any other gambler you know. Just when we can gamble.
Before George Weah became president, we knew he was not involved into any business any longer. He was just the major opposition political party leader in Liberia. For sure, prior to him even going to Liberia to, engage into the whole political story, we are professional center that was selling sports products on Randall Street. It broke down. GM Professional, private football team organized and operated by him. That one broke down. King Lodge was built for some of his, including Lone Star players. I can still remember even till the time when they used to come to the country, they used to lodge there. So that was a kind of guest house. That one too broke down. So where we are getting income, is it a small contract you carry on with Naki and UAE people? Is it made up? Okay, good job. How much did he get? So if he ever got money when he was in the opposition after he left the football field, we didn't see any revenue coming that we can trace today. All right, so majority of the young people say under a far penalty kind of political scenario, which we call runoff. And sometimes people think that they think happening in Liberia, the constitutional requirement is just about Liberia. No, if you are in America right now, right here in Georgia, the Senate race between the Republican black guy and the Republican Democrat, nobody won. So they're going back to far penalty now. Runoff. Because the law requires 50% of the total registered voters.
Plus one.
Nobody got it. So the campaign are already launched. And guess what? Whatever the media said, it is what election commission judges at that center posted. But our own in Liberia, somebody who said the justice minister, kangaroo people, information minister, oh, yeah, man, I say that only election commission got the authority. Who told you that the media does not have the authority? It is the election commission that, let me bustle a little bit, that authorize the media to say what they're saying because what? They go by the paper they posted on the wall, or those center supervisors sign on them, including political parties representatives. So George Weah did not get 50% of the total registered votes plus one in 2017 during the first round. Nobody got it. Boga didn't get it, and the other 19 political parties did not get it. So we have to go to political far penalty. The young people say because the other people were disenchanted, if Baka get the presidency, it means that Unity Party number 3. First term, second term, and third term. And some of them now get it now. Because why? We Liberian people, especially people around the corridor of power, do not put the country first. They always put themselves first.
Yes.
And this is the typical thing we see on the part of George Weah. Everything is about loyalty. What the hell? The former LACC that George Weah dissolved, it was because that LACC indicted key officials of George Weah closer to his kitchen cabinet, including the Wilmot Smith we're talking about, so Allegiance, and the other guys. They were all indicted. All they sought to do, they lied to the international community that we're going to get them more power, we're going to get them prosecutory power, so they dissolved that LACC. Whereby those people that were appointed and confirmed by the senators, they were under training. They dissolved that LACC. They did not even create any provision for pay to them. And the new LACC, since they succeeded dissolving that, who did it? It was George Weah. That's how George Weah is fighting anti-corruption. When he said that during his watch, the people's money now going to go in the pockets of his government official, that was the 360-degree contradiction from the reality we see right now.
Oh, okay.
You see what is going on? Anybody, even the new LACC, we don't even know whether they will sit down. Probably they're not going to sit down because the president, under the new order, the senators and the House of Representatives approved, even though there were no contention. Anyway, he might not even commission the entry after elections. Because we don't know who's going to be the new chairperson. Because the other chair is a lawyer and used to be CDC kind of, leaning. But then when they met to that professional job, it's a tenure decided to do the job. And I think that's how it should be. Everybody cannot just be loyal to the president and be loyal to the finance minister because the finance minister will give you free money like they picking and follow him, including Wilmot Smith. Get the free money. $160,000 on average year in America. Those of us who are immigrants, that's about 3 years we got to work for that money, including overtime. 3 years money, somebody just walk to the bank. Maybe they work there because like now in Morovia, if you get on Broadway, you can literally walk every part of Morovia now. Okay? And just walk to the bank and just withdraw $160,000 US in real time. And people, this is not killing. Spoonto actually got the withdrawal money. They think they sell it and give it to him, put it in his pocket. 160,000 US. But this boy had legit checkbook in his pocket.
You don't remember
and he's
that?
sitting out with Samuel to it. What they doing to him? What they doing to him? We don't know. ABC they're doing sin too. That's what he said. Okay, how can we run this kind of country? Then how can the PAPD that they call work for prosperity?
Yeah,
it's not going to work. You know the new definition I got for PROPO is professional poverty. Professional poverty.
You know that
where when daylight comes, you don't even know whether you will survive that day. When night comes, it becomes worse for you because you're supposed to be hustling. The day you stop the hustle, you will not even go to La Pabido. This is the kind of government we see that George Weah is carrying on. How can you bring over 51 people on the private jet? You know how much? You know what it's a cost to the Liberian people? And you got Minister of Finance, cannot even answer simple question. You got Lee Eugene Nagbe, who's a maritime commissioner, former information minister, boss, who could not even answer a simple question and lie on the president. And the president don't care because he doesn't understand it. The people that support Alexander Kumis, they don't believe that man though. That man where we charge it up. If you all know, the Eugene Nagbe, Joe Weah Eugene Nagbe, right? Lee Eugene Nagbe, that you don't need that. The man with the gray hair, bia. Okay? He worked with MPFL, and because he worked with MPFL, he was part of MPP government. Okay? That is seeing Eugene Nagbe, that I seen Eugene Nagbe cross over to CDC and became, if I'm not mistaken, the first Secretary General of CDC, right?
Yeah.
CDC Liberia, Congress for Democratic Change, the people that brought, when the people prepared, formed that CDC in Minnesota here, USA, they took it to Liberia. Eugene Nangbe was the first Secretary General, if I'm not mistaken. If I made mistake, you correct me. I ain't got no problem with that. That they say Eugene Nangbe, because of power, because of looking for money to eat, he crossed over to Unity Party, and Unity Party people too, they gave him job. He later became Secretary General for them. This is the same Eugene Nangbe that went on radio when he started working with Unity Party government and said Joey had nothing in his brain. He's the one that did all his paperwork for him to go to online school here in America. This is the same Eugene Nangbe. This is the same Eugene Nangbe that said that. This is the same Eugene Nangbe who is now the body of Joshua because they all speak Kru. They're from Southeast. This is the same Eugene Nangbe. You're the Kumis people. You're not saying that I'm still on your government. You're not saying that. You're not fighting the real fight, but you're fighting Paul Joseph Walker because that the man who you're think is a threat. Joseph Walker is not a threat to anybody. George Weah and criminal cartels are the actual threat to our survival as Liberians. And we all need to put all of our might together to fight them back, to remove them from power 2023. You say you're fighting Joseph Walker, you're fighting on losing battle. This is the same Eugene Nangbe. After Unity Party government got done, whatever he and Ellington, Eddie's own brother, Vanny Salif, Mary Bro, the former Minister of Foreign Affairs,
Bazanga Fide,
and the likes, including the former running mate to Joseph Boaka, Emmanuel Nukwe, etc. Ellen told George, all these people should stay on board because what they are all doing it together. This is the same Eugene Nangbe from the Unity Party government, and he was information minister. Now that crew board on account of maritime and take 18 to 24,000, the same thing Bianca said he was taking. Account of maritime, Eugene Nangbe actually has nothing that has to do with maritime. The people that were there, they had something to do with maritime. Government sent them to school, including Mogba Yagba, who is now working for Alexander Cummings, according to media report on conference, is another Sintu guy. That's what he does. He's a fucking dude. So he gone to his papa now, that he big brother with Alexander Cummings, who is also a gay. Because if you're not proud of anything, AB, in my right mind, in my right thinking, you should not be conflicted by that act. No need to be conflicted by anything that you do not really believe in it, you do not practice it. How can you be conflicted about that? Okay? So Marba Yagba now gone to his big brother that also used to doing the same thing, and two of them doing it together. So that the gay people party with the ANC now. People from different political parties, we pay for them, we bring them to ANC to live the way we live. That's what they're doing. Okay? But the real threat, the real danger to our country's survival, it is George Weah and his government. It is not Joseph Walker. Because Joseph Walker is not in power. Joseph Walker worked for his own country for many years, including 12 years as VP. I think that is okay as compared to somebody who already worked as Minister of Finance. They are summoned to a Peking because they're using SIN2 and they can just walk to Legia's account at any commercial bank and they get a Legia personal check in their pocket and they can write themselves a check, all right? $160,000 and get withdraw and put in their pocket and go by the business. And Summit does the same thing. If the president says send me 1.5 million, he's saying 1.5, he take 5 million for himself. Every single public corporation in Liberia, by law, by statute, the Minister of Finance is on the board as the eyes of the government. Therefore, they make the highest money in our country. The Minister of Finance, literally probably make about 100,000 a month. That's what they make. Count all of the public corporations, including FPRC and the Freeport. Somebody on the board, and you know how much they do pay when they sit down per person? They will never tell you. But the least is around $10,000. One sitting. One sitting. When they sit down one time to discuss that public corporation, one man or one woman carry $10,000 at home. That one are not paid. That the both sitting there. He paid as a minister of finance that will never disclose anything to him. But they cannot even disclose the president's trade. And like we owe the instead of them owing us. This is a mess. Or
Serious
even beyond mess. All right? So, AB, these people, from top, George, we are all the way to the last person. They never had no good intention for this country from day number one. From the get-go. All they had in mind was what they told us, including the vice president, Joe Hawatula. Shame on her following all the young people in Liberia. Saint Taylor went to jail now. She can't change her name because she's using it as a scapegoat. You call Liberian people stupid. Okay? Some of them stupid. When someone is Taylor, you just follow them.
I think she's still getting the immunity for First Lady though.
First Lady immediately she get maybe because she and George were back on honeymoon because they want the MPP vote, so that's why she will be getting that. If sitting vice president cannot even get their pay, at some point she could not get her own pay, her own budget, they block it.
And
how she will get pension? How she will get pension as a former, as a former First Lady?
Okay, I keep your call coming out. I keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801, or you can call on WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. That is the WhatsApp number to call and to be part of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Yeah, we are discussing now. We are saying our own. It is time for you to call us, for you to be able to say yours. You know, that's the reason why I blame the military, my friend. That's the reason why I blame the military. If Liberia was a serious country, I mean, but now what we're talking, we'll not be talking it. But now what we're talking, we'll not be talking it. The military, that is the reason why I'm asking the military, for me, I'm asking the military to seize power. I'm asking the military to seize power. Look at the civil servants of our country. Look at them how the civil servants are treated. Look at the military themselves, how they are treated. If I was in a matter, I would take charge. I would take charge and dissolve everything and hold the constitution and dissolve the constitutions. If I was in a military, I know the Ghanaian they don't get boss. The Ghanaian they don't get boss to listen. What the fuck Joshua gone for 4 to 5 weeks? What the fuck that you cannot seek power? Who is in our country? Who is in our country? Who is a real threat right now into our country? Who is the real threat?
Joshua is a real threat.
But that foolish guy, he left the country. He left the country for 4 to 5 weeks. And then the threat of the country, there's no threat. Because look, let me tell you something. Gun have something of power. When you point it at someone, when you point the gun at someone, whether a shot is in a gun or not, that person will obey. That person was obeyed. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
Go ahead, my friend and brother. What is the name and where are you calling from again?
Yeah, watching the show yesterday was a disaster in Liberia. Census never took place. The poor people never go to look for their food. Stay home all day. So I don't know if the next census can hold. Because the entire leagues, they are corrupt. I think they need to dissolve the whole people from over there.
I'm telling you.
They bring new group of people. And The legislator should make sure they should confirm these people should be clear record, not people who get tinted record, or they can just go sound check in their own name, and fail to pay the workers who are supposed to go on the fee. It's just a sad day for Liberia. I don't know if George Weah is really in his sound mind today. I don't know how he's going to feel today. Using executive order for holiday, and the holiday no whole wishing people should stay home. It didn't work. It's just a sad day, man. Yeah, we just need to pray God for our people to be strong, to change their mind, to vote Ambassador Joseph Boakai. I think this is the only man right now that can really change the country for the next president in 2029. But if not, Liberia is just going back. Thank you, man.
Thank you. First, you have a caller there?
No caller yet. Let me just add something to what the caller said. The legislature, let me use different words, okay? They are spineless people. They are useless people. No exception. If you think you are the exception, do it right. They are spineless people. They are useless people. They are equally corrupt.
They are toothless bulldog.
You listen to Kuku Dennis, right? Rosalind Dennis, whatsoever. She said, you never see the woman here, you take down your pants. That's what she said. Okay, because the budget recaps that they carry, I think we didn't get 7G in America here, but I would say 8G. 8G, that kind of speed, that kind of legislative speed.
Your verification code is.
Go ahead.
They passed that recast budget in few minutes before some of their members could go to the bathroom to come back. They were done with it. Because what? They were expecting money from the executive through Ministry of Finance to do it, and they did just that. So if you sit in and say, my man, Abi, this President George Weah, this Peking here, they Peking have violated so many.
Look.
Ethics, constitutional provision, through statute, everything you think about that, the office of the president, based on what we know, by law, by standard, by practice, and he walk away free.
Look,
you know why?
The court just said
he
something.
put everybody in his pocket.
The court just said something. The court said that people sat at home to wait for leges. If I am the one, if I was in that category, look, when our leges do the American system, send mail to people's houses. But you know what? Liberia is an asshole country. Liberia is an asshole country. And I don't blame Josh Weah because that guy have violated our constitutions that he could be impeached for. But the legislature, the Ghana did not get a boss. But keep your call coming at 215-824-8124, or you can call us now on 267-938-2801, or you can call us on WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. That is just total stupid. How you will care about 50 people? Let to go cheer for your son because your son going to the walker?
That's Joey already.
I got another caller, yeah? Caller, what is the name and where are you calling on from?
Yeah, I forget to ask something. How your man women pay? I saw that guy horse on Facebook. The man standing on that horse, my man. $1 million horse.
Oh.
I don't know where the burger get our money from, my man. I'm confused. And I don't know how people can just buy a horse in less than 1 year, more than 200,000-300,000, and the horse is not being completed. I don't know why they can't arrest the guy and put him in jail.
Oh.
Because they are 712 Peking, and 712 Peking is equivalent to George Weah Peking.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
country just sick.
that is the reason
I
why.
saw that burger horse on Facebook today. No, go bon catch me, man. The man in short trousers with red t-shirt. He's standing over the horse while they just finish catching the horse. My man, we are mashon. We are a giant horse.
Oh,
Damn it.
that
The
woman
country just
Smith,
sick, man.
that woman
Country
Smith,
sick.
that woman Smith guy, what you
Yeah.
looking at? That guy is corrupt. Now small corrupt, woman Smith corrupt. Now small corrupt, woman Smith corrupt. Now small corrupt, woman Smith corrupt. But I don't blame him. I blame him asshole that he get his butt to Josh Manawia. For Josh Manawia to be fucking an asshole. That's the one I blame. I don't blame Woman Smith. He takes I blame Woman Smith. No, I don't blame him. No. I don't blame fake guy that Woman Smith. I don't blame him at all. I don't blame him at all. Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call on the Manefson Abraka Talk Show. You having any quarter there?
No quarter here, yo. They don't want to call my line tonight. That is good.
All right.
That's democracy.
Okay. So, can we wrap up from here?
I think so because we're not getting people who can't force them to call. We already got more in the town, sir. Yeah, it be like I said, man, you know, all I gotta say is Liberian people, especially those in Liberia, we have decided to consider the John Locke theory, which is specified time, specified period. We surrender our political rights to George Weah criminal cartel. For 6 years, we gotta wait. That's John Locke theory. If we feel unhappy based on their performance, we go to the vote, we go to the pool and vote them out. Okay? Is that what we want to do with the Liberian people, especially those of us in Liberia? That's fine. But in the meantime, we got to keep talking, we got to keep creating the awareness, making George Weah and his criminal members to understand that we're going to vote them out, and when we vote them out, we will hold them accountable for their stewardship for the 6 years that they were in power. So all I got to say, we encourage everybody, share the show, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Liberia Today Media, and follow us on Facebook, Liberia Today Media. Let us keep the conversation going. Let us keep it going. Let us motivate ourselves. The state, the Banana Republic we call Liberia, will continue to be there. And the people will continue to be there too. I know some of them are being killed. Some of them hunger killed them. Some of them disease killed them. Some of them malnutrition, especially children and women. We know all of that. But successful countries did not get it on silver platter, including the United States. And that is fundamental reasons why some of us form part of these advocacies, so that we all can add our voices to make Liberia a better place. So that tomorrow, when history is recorded, we'll be part of that. And we'll be on the good side of history. And we want you to be part of that too. By sharing the show all the time we come on. And by giving us the opportunity to do what we got to do. If you want to call us, you call. You don't want to call, you can comment. No problem. It all follows democracy. And this is our part. This criminal government, indigenous vampires, they need to go. And we should get them out at the ballot box. 2023, October 10. Without much ado, I want to say thank you for following us tonight. Leaving your busy schedule to join us so that all of us together we can make Liberia a better place. Maybe. Back to you. Have a good night.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that everybody who have been listening to us, you go on our YouTube page, Go on our YouTube page. Go and like our page. Go and subscribe. Liberia Today Media. As you tap it in, it will pop up. And then you subscribe so that when we come on, you can receive notifications. What must we do? We'll be here Monday. God's willing, we'll be here. That's all we have to do.
Oh me, oh my halo them, oh me oh, oh me, Demon watching, they won't see us fail. Who's crowd watching, they won't see us fail. Give me a chance, let me poo you. Now you're well into, let me poo you.
And that's how I would like to come to the very, very end of the Maneson Abraka Talk Show. See you when we see you. Bye-bye for now.
Give me a chance, let me poo